to the CEO Masterclass. I am Rachel L. Gary. And what I do is I work with goal setters who are either overwhelmed or burned out and looking for tools that get distractions out of your way and allow you to be successful as you are trying to move through your journey. And who I talk to here are the CEOs. And if you're here, a CEO is someone that's clear in their actions, empowered by their choices, and are taking ownership of their direction. And when I say you're the CEO, I say of my life. I want you guys to take ownership of your lives. So what a CEO means when you're here is that you are the person who is over the organization of your life. And today I am taking application. And those applications are for the CEOs. So if you're still here, I am saying that I'm going to gather that you are ready to take that application and you are now hired as the CEO of my life. So we're going to talk about two things today and we're going to jump right in. So I want to dive into the topic that both challenging and is crucial for anyone seeking a better life. We're going to talk about the necessity of embracing change and how sticking to old habits can hinder our growth. The theme here is simple but powerful. Embrace change or waste away. What do you guys think of when you hear either embracing change or waste away? Share your thoughts. This is a conversation. Yes, it is a masterclass where I'm going to provide tips, but it's a conversation between me and you. So let's start with the first controversial truth. The comfort zone. Many of us desire a better life, yet we remain stuck in our old habits. Why? Because our comfort zone is, well, what? It's comfortable. It's familiar, predictable, and safe. But here's the hard truth, guys. Nothing grows in your comfort zone. If we don't embrace the change, we risk wasting away. So staying in our comfort zone, you know what it leads to, guys? It leads to stagnation, and we end up doing the same things, expecting different results, which is what? The definition of insanity. So if you feel like you're going crazy, this could be the reason why. If you feel that there's a lot going on, it might be that we haven't let go of the things that are holding us back. Because that's what the comfort zone really is doing. It's holding us. It's keeping us from moving forward. So to break free from this trap, because we got to kick the trap, we got to get it off of us like a bear claw. We need to start seeing discomfort as a sign of growth. When we embrace change, we push our boundaries and we expand our capability. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's necessary. We need to challenge our routines and dare to try new things. You know what that is, guys? That's where true growth lies. It lies in the uncomfortable. So what are your thoughts? Have you noticed that when you're comfortable, you're not growing? You're looking for growth. You're hoping for growth. But growth isn't coming your way. But you know why the growth isn't coming your way? Because you haven't kicked off the things that are holding us. So let's talk about that second thing. The myth of incremental change. I'm going to apologize, but I'm going to do a sorry but not sorry. When we often hear that small incremental changes lead to big results. That is sort of true. It is also comforting to keep those small changes going instead of making the bold change that we truly need. Incremental change is easy because it doesn't require you to make any drastic changes. But let's be honest, some of our goals need radical changes. They need us to make defined decisions. They need us to learn something new, be someone new, and surround ourselves with something new. And to achieve the new and better life we envision. Because when we write those goals down, that's what we're doing. We're trying to achieve the better life. So we're trying to get out the comfort zone which is when we're sitting down, we're writing our goals, we're in our comfort zone. We're comfortably saying we want to do something different. We want more out of life. We want more, we want to do more, be more, and have more. How do we do that? We have to get uncomfortable. Have you ever noticed that you're driving someplace? You're in your car, and the next thing you know, you end up at a destination because you have mindlessly made the trip. Our brains keep thoughts, they keep actions, and they move forward without us sometimes because our motor skills are tied to our brain. But when you're uncomfortable, you're more aware of what's going on around you. I know that sounds like an oxymoron. We want our brains to work. We want our brains to move us comfortably through life. However, everything that we know right now has gotten us to right where we are today. So how do we get rid of, kick off the training wheels? Because I know you were comfortable when you were riding that bike as a toddler with the training wheels. You kicked off the training wheels, two-wheel bike, you started riding, and you fell. You got back on, rode a couple more steps, fell again. But what did you continue doing? You kept getting up and trying. You kept moving forward until you were able to ride that bike. And once you started riding that bike, could nobody tell you nothing? Which is the whole point of being here. It's me to give you tools and techniques that I've used in my life. So you don't have to ride the bike without having someone holding you steady. That's what mentorship and coaching is. To hold you steady as you're trying to move along. So how do we tie all this together? It comes down to one fundamental principle. You have to embrace change, or your time is wasting away. If you want to reach your goals and grow into the people we aspire to be, we need to evolve our thoughts and habits. This means breaking free from the comfort zone trap and rejecting the myth of incremental change. It's about making bold decisions, taking risks, and being comfortable being uncomfortable. There, CEO. Don't forget to click that link and get your 7-day challenge. Remember, it's free. It's aligned with you being the person who has clarity in your actions, who's empowered by your choices, and who's owning your direction to be the CEO of my life. Let's rewind that. Being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Because that means that as you get new techniques, as you get more information, you're able to utilize it. Have you ever heard of the statement of, that I need to pivot, or I pivoted? Why was a pivot needed? Because the way in which that person was moving wasn't working. And when something's not working, you have to know it's not working. As the CEO of my life, when you know it's not working, you have to pivot, get uncomfortable, get new information, and continue moving the course to the better tomorrows and the greatness that's in you. So now let's talk a little bit about goals, because that's what it's all about. You reaching a goal, you taking an opportunity to want more, to be more, to have more. And when you're writing those goals down, getting uncomfortable, not making incremental changes unless your goal only needs incremental changes. There's times, but for drastic things that you want to happen in your life, if you are looking for better tomorrows in the next 30, 60, 90 days, that's going to take a drastic leap of faith. How many times have you guys said it? How many times have you heard it? I want to give me a, how many times have you heard, I'm going to take a leap of faith? Your leap of faith is you being uncomfortable. We use the word a leap of faith because at this point, you're stepping out of what you do to the unknown. And you're preparing yourself along the way. So jump out on the leap of knowledge with the foundation. So you're not just jumping on a leap of faith, you're jumping out and you're counting on you. You're betting on you. You're betting on the fact that you're going to get the strategies that are going to be needed. You're betting on the fact that you're going to pivot when necessary. You're betting on the fact that you're going to be uncomfortable, but you're going to have delight in being uncomfortable, because at this point, your growth will come. That's what about embracing change or waste away. So what I have for you guys, that is exactly what we're talking about embracing change. The 7-day challenge is about building commitment and consistency so you can build your confidence. Confidence in you being able to own up for what you say you're going to do. You saying that you're going to do whatever is necessary for you to be successful. For you saying that I am the CEO of my life. That's what the challenge is about. And what we're going to do is that we have now launched 7-day challenge 2.0. So starting at the beginning of every month going forward, starting in July, the first 7 days of the month, and we don't take off for holidays. Your goals don't wait on holidays. Your dreams and desires are not waiting on holidays. You are moving forward regardless. So in the 7-day challenge, so from the 1st of July to the 7th of July, I will be going on live every day for 10 minutes a day at 6:30 Central Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And what we'll be discussing is those 3 things that you are committing yourself to, that you're going to be consistent for 7 days. So if you're in the habits group, and you'll get the first shot. So what I'll do is I'm going live in habits. I will not be going live in Facebook, and I will not be going live on Zoom. It will just be in habits for 10 minutes every day, where we're going to talk about those 3 goals. I'm going to put my 3 down, and we're going to all talk about the challenges, the distractions, the things that get in the way, so we can all come together and make sure that we are moving towards better tomorrow. I know this is going to help you guys be more successful. Now, let's get to the 2 questions. So, I'm going to ask my VA to let me know, what questions do you see in there? 2 questions for 2 people to get that 8 weeks. So you get 8 weeks of coaching and mentorship. Okay, so question 1 was, how can individuals cultivate a mindset embraces change rather than fearing it? Awesome question. So I'm hoping that the person who gave that question is also going to drop in my DM their email address, because you got 8 weeks of mentorship and coaching along with 2 30-minute sessions. Let me go in and express the question again. How can individuals cultivate a mindset that embraces change rather than fearing it? First part is, fear is fake evidence appearing real. When you are afraid, you're normally afraid of what you don't know, of the unknown. So I understand how fear works, and I definitely have empathy as well as compassion for fear. You move forward anyway, because the importance of your goal is more important than the unknown, because the unknown is what's going to allow you to find and cultivate the habit that is needed to reach your goal. So I hope that helped. Question 2. All right, so I got 3 questions. So let me look at both of them, and we're going to pick one. All right, so the question is, are there any specific techniques or exercises that individuals can use to gradually expand their comfort zone and become more comfortable with uncertainty and change? That was a great question. Now, incrementally, it goes a little bit about what we were just talking about. Incremental change is usually when you, in the very beginning, when you are not used to making pivots in your life. It can become difficult and it can be scary. Incrementally, what you can do, start small. Now, I'm not saying go very slow. Start with something small. We'll say, for instance, if you are trying to reach the goal of getting another stream of income, what you will do is start small. Write down your habits. Write down the things that you're good at. Then the things that you're good at, pick one, the smallest one, and start working towards it. If you start small, it allows you to build up the confidence that you can do whatever you say you're set out to do. And that's what makes it where you stop being afraid of change. You embrace the change because you know that you can handle the change and the distractions and working towards things that will allow you to be successful. You'll be able to handle them as you incrementally make those changes. So those two questions, you guys have 8 weeks. I'm going to go and read the third question that I received, but I'll put you on the waiting list. So if the other 2 people did not drop their emails in my DMs, then this third question is the winner, baby. So we're going to go. What are some practical steps individuals can take to intentionally push themselves out of their comfort zone and embrace new changes? That is an awesome question. Start today. Say you're going to do something. Write your goal down. Start moving forward. It's a rip the band-aid off effect. The longer you're waiting, thinking, and planning, you are going to set yourself up for analysis paralysis. So you're just going to move forward afraid, move forward shaken, move forward with little knowledge, but move forward and gain the knowledge and gain the exercise and gain the strength along the way. It's similar to when you go to the gym. When you first go to the gym, you're only going to be able to walk a couple steps. But slowly as you continue on that path, you'll be able to walk a mile, walk 2 miles, walk 3 miles. If you're lifting weights, you'll start off with the 10-pound bells. Then you'll start with the 25-pound dumbbells. Then next thing you know, 60 to 70 pounds. Because when you stretch the muscle, it's just like a muscle in your body. It's the muscle of your mind. When you stretch that muscle, it comes back stronger. So those are the 3 questions I had today. If there are any other questions, please still drop those in the DM. I want to answer your questions here and help be more successful. So couple of things. We're going to talk a little bit about those things that we had before, where we're just discussing about those flyers. So you guys can take a look at those flyers and we can discuss them, since in the beginning of the video it wasn't up there for you guys. And I do apologize about that. Yeah, you know, technical difficulties sometimes. And sometimes, most of the time, the technical difficulties are human error. So we're going to talk a little bit about the flyers behind you. Today we just talked about embracing change or waste away. Next week we will be talking about, are you in the win or ready to win? This is the course that 2 people just received. Thank you guys for offering your questions. You will not regret your time. We have a 3-day coming up, the 26th, 27th, and 28th. Those 3 days we will be talking. We'll have a conversation, and we have a live in-person event on August 24th, where we will all be getting together here in the Chicagoland area. Get your tickets now. I will be dropping those links in the Habits group, so the Habits group gets first dibs. There's a limited amount of space, so the first people is first come, first serve. Everyone else will have to be virtual. If there are any questions, concerns, anything you guys have, please drop that information in the chat. And for everybody who joined today, I appreciate you guys joining us and giving us your feedback, giving us those 3 awesome questions. And I hope that I was able to help one person find success with the quick tips that I provided. And I want you guys to like, follow, share, comment. Provide this to one of your friends. We want everyone to get an opportunity to have better tomorrows and become the CEOs of my life. And until next week, I want you guys to be up, out, and moving. to the greatness we all know lies within who? You CEOs. The masterclass is now over.